Can't seem to get the beans right for your red beans and rice? Let me show you something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here's everything that you're going to need for red beans and rice. We have, of course, red kidney beans. Got those soaked up. Now, you want to soak these beans at least 8 hours. I went ahead and soaked mine for a whole day, so they should be good and ready to go. We've got parsley flakes, oregano leaves, thyme leaves, sage. That's rubbed sage, that is. Make sure it's rubbed sage. Got a vegetable oil, some of that original Creole seasoning, Tony Chachere's I prefer, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper. You're gonna need a couple bay leaves. I prefer jasmine rice over everything. Long grain. Got to have jasmine rice. And this is pretty much everything I'm going to be chopping up. I got an onion, bell pepper, garlic cloves, celery. And you got to have that andouille sausage. Now this, I'm going to end up having to add some chicken stock to my red beans and rice. I don't really like buying chicken stock out of the can and the boxes and all of that. I make my own. So I got some chicken breast thawing out, and all I pretty much do, I'm gonna put this in the pot and boil it, add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of olive oil, let that boil all the way through, and I'll have some chicken stock to add to the red beans and rice. So once again, there you go. This is all you need for red beans and rice. All right, so I went ahead and placed my chicken breast inside the water. Go ahead and boil it and start the process for the chicken broth. It's still frozen, but it doesn't matter because I'm not putting the chicken inside of the red beans. I just want to get the broth. So yeah, I got those in sitting in water. Make sure you get a nice sized pot for I'm using about a pound of red kidney beans. So yeah, a nice sized pot. That'll be about 8 cups of broth that you're going to need for 1 pound of kidney beans. So I'm gonna just, put a little bit of salt on that, not too much. I don't like really high sodium or anything like that. Just a little bit of salt. Give it some taste and flavor. And just a little bit of this, salt and pepper. I don't think I put too much, but it'll do. It's okay. It's just broth. Yeah, it's good. It's okay. It shouldn't hurt anything. So I got salt and pepper in there. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this vegetable oil. Right, add a little bit of that vegetable oil. That's all you do. Just put that little combination in for some good broth. Let it boil. And, go ahead and prepare everything else that you need for the kidney beans. That's all you do. So I went ahead and drained out my kidney beans. There's no water in, so we're gonna go ahead and set these to the side. I'm gonna start off by chopping up my holy trinity. Got some celery, bell pepper. I'll probably do about half an onion. I got 3 garlic cloves. I'm gonna go ahead and mince these up. Okay, so starting with my garlic cloves, I'm gonna mince these up. I make it a little harder than that. Go ahead and just give it a nice pound. Don't be scared of the knife. Next, we're going to go ahead and chop up our onion. Pretty much only need about maybe half of this. Put that to the side. All right, same thing for the bell pepper. You want to dice these as well. And our last member of the Holy Trinity family, we have our celery. Go ahead and dice these up. So I do want to start off with an apology. I think as I was dicing up my Holy Trinity, I told you guys to go ahead and prepare a pan where we're cooking these red beans and rice in a pot. So go ahead. Now, as I was dicing up my Holy Trinity, I went ahead and put about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil inside of my pot. And I got that on low. It's nice and hot and ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and take this Holy Trinity and add this to the pot. And you want to get this going. Make sure you stir this up for about, I'd say, a good 4 to 5 minutes, or at least until the onions get soft. And after you place it in, make sure you turn it back to about medium to high. Yep, and let it cook. Get it nice and stirred up. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, one of the most important things to me, make sure you keep you some paper towels on deck. You gotta keep the area clean. You real chefs know what I'm talking about. You can't be cooking all these good meals in a nasty area, man. Everything you do, everything wiped down, everything clean. And only 2 bay leaves. Add those bay leaves, about 2 teaspoons of parsley. That's out the way. 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning. Got my 2 teaspoons out the way. You only want ½ teaspoon of this cayenne pepper. Got the ½ teaspoon out the way. And everything else, just 1 teaspoon. Oregano leaves. Smoked paprika. Thyme. And that rub sage. Alright, so we got that Holy Trinity nice and soft, looking good, smelling good. Now it's time to add in these kidney beans. I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoning mix and bay leaves. Stir this up for about a good 2 to 3 minutes, or until it's nice and, you know, good and stirred. You can use your own judgment. So I still got my chicken stalks sitting in the back and it's ready to go. So first I'm gonna go ahead, take these chicken breasts out. I can just use these for something else, or I like to just, give it to my dog. That's what I'll probably do, just give these pieces of meat to my dog. Like I said, all I wanted was the chicken broth. That'd be a nice good meal for her. We want to take about 8 cups of this chicken broth and add it to the beans. Stir that up real nice and good. This is smelling good too, man. Looking good too. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce this. I had it at, between medium and high. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce this to medium. I'm gonna go ahead and let these beans sit for about a good 1.5 to 2 hours, or pretty much until the beans are nice and tender and soft. So yeah, I'll check back with you in about, like I said, 1.5 to 2 hours, and we'll see what we have. All right, so while we're waiting on the red beans and rice, might as well go ahead and put you a pot of rice on now. My wife got me this little rice steamer. I like this, man. It's pretty simple. And however you cook the rice, it's cool, and the pot steamer. However, I don't think it's a wrong way to cook rice. But if you can't cook rice, then this might not be for you. But yeah, go ahead and put your rice on. So with this steamer, all I have to do is just put me a little rice in. I don't know how many cups this is. I just put it in. Not too much though. Plus I got like little numbers right here. This says 1, so I'm guessing this is about, and I'm not gonna say 1 cup, but I don't think that's 1 cup. But I got some rice. So I put that in. Go ahead and put me some water in. Now she says I'm only supposed to do about half a finger length high of water from the rice at the bottom. So So that's what I'm gonna do. I got my water in. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in this thing, not too much, and a little bit of margarine. Oh, of course I'm gonna stir all that in. I just pretty much close that and let it do what it do. So yeah, there you go. Go ahead and make you some rice. All right, y'all. So it's been about an hour and a half for me. And I had my beans on about medium heat. Yeah, these beans are nice and tender. Look soft. And ready to, continue to the next step. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and take these andouille sausages. I'm gonna chop them up, put them in the pot, and it's gonna take about another 25 to 30 minutes for that to settle, and then after that, everything is good. All right, so I got my andouille sausages sitting there ready to get cut up. So I like to go ahead and get it out the way. I'll take both of them. I just slice them like this. Not really thin. I guess I call it semi-thin. You want to get a nice little bit to, fill the pot up. All right, so I got these beans sitting on low. I'm gonna go ahead and take these andouilles. I'm gonna throw them in the pot. Stir these up. All right, now that I got that stirred up, let's go ahead and say about a good, we'll do 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll come back and check it in 20 minutes. If it's not what I like, I'll let it sit for another 5. If not yet, I'll let it sit for 30. No more than 30, but 20 to 30 minutes, it should be good. So let's see what it does. All right, y'all, so it's about that time. So of course, I just waited maybe 20 minutes. I only did 20 minutes. I let my andouille sausage sit in. And like I said, if you feel like it needs to go, a little longer, if your beans are not as tender as you want it, but you still want to put the sausages in, go ahead and wait another, 25, 30 minutes after you put the sausage in. I only did 20, and it's looking good right now, man. Everything looks good. Sausage is, nice and soft. My beans are nice and tender. Sauce is all, punched in. Everything looks good right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, over some rice, and yeah, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it tastes like for the most part. Yeah, everything smells good, looks good. I haven't added any salt. Just use the seasonings that I, said before. Just let everything take its course. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I think I did it again. Yes, sir. Red beans and rice served to you just like this. Coming from the one and only. Let's go ahead and see what this tastes like. Go. Promise. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I guarantee you, if you make this exactly how I showed you in the video, just hit me in the link and let me know what you think. I'm telling you, thank you. It's crazy. I amaze myself sometimes. You can't just eat red beans and rice by itself. You're gonna need some cornbread, something like that. So I got something for you. Hit the link right here. I guarantee you, I got something close to what your grandma used to do in the country. And I'm telling you, look, cornbread from scratch. Hit the link. Let me show you something.